I wanted to finish off with the inspection that I had spoken about last week. And that is, what do you do once you have all of these items on an inspection report? What do you do from there? So there's a couple of things. Number one, you want to kind of, and this is something that I do anyway with my buyers, is I want to list in order of importance. What are the real top items that are important to you? If you come up with a laundry list this big of items that, get increasingly less important, you want to pick the ones that are critical, the ones that are really going to impact the value of that home after you've had the inspection. So let's say we have 3 or 4 items. The value is, for example, $10,000. Let's say the air conditioning is on its last leg. Maybe your hot water tank is gone, it's very old. Maybe you need a new roof, whatever it is. And we've come up with an estimate number of, let's say, $10,000. What do you do from there? Well, there's a couple of things. You can notify the sellers and negotiate from there. The seller may say, you're buying it as is, I'm not negotiating at all. And then you, as a buyer, can say, wow, okay, well, that means I bid too high and the house isn't worth it and I'm walking away. And that's that. You get your deposit back, the deal is done. The second thing is the seller could say, I'm not negotiating. I think the house is worth more than that. We've already come down in our price. And you could say, okay, yeah, I still want the house. I'm willing to forego the $10,000. I know what needs to be done. Or somewhere in between. You could negotiate, maybe offer $5,000, and then they say, okay, we'll do $5,000. Or they could say, we'll do $5,000, and you say, okay, I'll take $5,000. So there's this whole kind of little dance that happens after the home inspection. And the other alternative is to have the seller do some of the work. So if it needs a new hot water tank and it needs a new roof, maybe ask the seller to get that done before closing. Because then you're not worried about so much the dollar value of it, but you know that those 2 items are going to be brand new, and then you can handle the air conditioner or whatever. Getting a list of maybe 4 items and saying, we want you to fix these 2 and we'll fix the other 2 is a great negotiating tool. And then, if you're not comfortable with that, then you may want to do the money route, because maybe you don't like the shingles they pick out for the roof, or you want a certain brand of hot water tank, or your brother-in-law's a plumber and he's going to do it for you at a better price. So that kind of thing all comes into play. So the negotiation and the replacement of the items or the repair are really the 2 things that you want to consider when you're looking at your home inspection report. And the repairs, let's say you had a lot of sill rot and you needed new window sills or something along that line. That's something that the seller could be asked to repair, or have a contractor come in and give you an estimate for that. And then, maybe the contractor, somebody you worked with in the past, and they do the repairs for you. So those are just some ideas and some things that we work with buyers and sellers with when negotiating after the home inspection. So have a great week, everybody. Talk to you next time.